Right, and we're live. Cool. I just wanted to capture this going live. I don't do live very often because of the state of my health and how it affects my body and that now, yeah. I had to capture this live. This is the camera that I can move about, if you see what I mean. So, just to prove it is live, I don't want to interfere with the recording. I'm uploading videos from my smartphone at the moment, and it's just doing what it wants to do. Pop-ups coming up. You see this? I'll get it in view. No, it's not doing that, is it? Right, at the top of the screen, let's try and turn the lighting down on the screen. How to do that on here? Let's just turn the lighting right down so it's not blaring. Because it's a smartphone, remember. The last video's uploaded, right? That's a pop-up. There was one that was preventing me down here at the bottom of the screen from closing the screen windows, saying YouTube wasn't responding, when clearly it was, and they've moved that in the way for when I go to work around it, if you see what I mean now. Yeah. So if I go beside it, because there's just enough room there, and pull down the fucking wife, might have touched it like that. It tells you at the bottom now when you're uploading videos. And if you can see it's uploading videos, then the other one's just a pop-up, isn't it? A pop-up by who, you might ask? I would say the Investigatory Powers Act people. Right, so that video's been uploaded now, yeah? Because that's the screen that it's on from the video I've just uploaded. So this should be video 5. Let's see if I'm right on that or not. Just showing you live while I was waiting for my food delivery. So B. Right. I've just titled it this one number 5. Yeah, but it's all the same set of videos because I wanted to prove this about the phone. And now they're moving the pop-ups about, trying to get round it. So let's see if it does it again. There you go, uploading video. Right, clear screen, so even that goes off of there. You check it and it's back up there because it's still uploading, yeah? Let's see if this little pop-up pops up again now while I'm live, and the smartphone's live as well. Because it was in the bedroom uploading away from me, so the mic that I've had an issue with doesn't switch itself on while I'm being quiet in here with the dogs. Yeah. Right, let's see if that pops up in a minute when I'm move away from it. It's just to prove I'm telling the truth. There's the Iceland home delivery. The weather's now stopped raining. It was pissing it down and the bloke delivered it. Yeah. Just lock the door. Money in. Oh, Willow in. Come on. I've got cleaning up to do. Move, bitch. Good girl. Put that on there. I'm dubious about walking around with the lead. Come out of my way, woman. That's it. Come on, now you can jump up there. Right, it hasn't popped up on my screen yet. Because, like I said, it's moved up to the top. Because they know I was working around it. So they moved it up to the top of the screen to try and get me near it. See what I'm saying now? But it definitely hasn't popped back now, has it? If I pop it in the bedroom and it does it again, I'll go live again and catch it doing it. Alright. Yeah, that's her new lead, Marnie. You got a nice new dog bed today as well, ain't you? There you go. So have a happy day, people. I think there's another one to be uploaded yet. I'm not sure. But you'll get it all, the rest of it, from that. Yeah, from that set of videos. Good luck is all I can say. Because I'm having the same problems with them at the moment. Which is why I've uploaded this set of videos. I will just show you this letter. I got a lovely letter through the post today. And I thought, HM Courts and Tribunals, eh? I was just going to pay my fine after that from the setup court case. So they've sent me a cheque for £18 to put into my bank account. Right. Let me just take my hat off to that lady that got put in the lead-lined coffin. Because it wasn't her pleasure after all, was it? Oh, what a revelation. Let that penny sink like a fucking H-bomb. That one's uploaded to my videos. No issue at all. Let's just check it while I'm live. I've got comments turned off and live chat turned off because it's not about chat or numbers or likes or views or anything. No, that was the last video in the set, so that's I've got the information out there, if you see what I mean now. Yeah. So I can now delete all them videos after double checking. There you go, what's these ones? They can all be deleted as well. No, don't want to delete that one because I've just used that as my new profile pic. Right, let's turn the lighting back up on the screen. Just halfway bright enough. Right, Wi-Fi off. Off. I'll just put it outside the room because I've got an active mic on the laptop. You can look at Gorgeous Girl there for a minute while I just step out the room to the right. Yeah. Today we had a storm here. Hasn't shown up on Sat 24 lightning indicator and all that yet. I'm just going to roll myself a roll up while I'm chatting. So don't think nothing weird or nothing, because I'm not looking into the camera. I'm not trying to hide anything. You know what I mean? I'm doing something. It's only a roll up. What are you watching me for, Marnie? Want your dinner, do you? Been waiting for mine to turn up, and now it's turned up, so we're all eat together. Yeah, I had a bit of grief today. Landlords have been giving me a bit of aggravation with a new scam they've come up with. Add a little bit of financial pressure to the screws they're already turning from other agencies to do with the same government. That's how they use the IPA, Investigatory Powers Act. Right? So I'm in the city, get myself a new Gillet. Yeah, one with a few more pockets, so I can put my vape in my pocket, that sort of stuff. Yeah, secure pocket, so if stop the pickpockets or whatever. All right, I'll chuck me out uncle's scruffy haircut. People know that my father died recently. Some know that I had a liver disease sprung on me after I stopped the CCTV cameras and power supply inside my 77-day system set up. I got sent to prison for 77 days. Yeah. I hadn't worn it like a badge of honour or nothing, or bigged myself up or nothing, because it was a setup from the beginning. Matter inserted into my life to cause problems, to set me up after trying to kill me. Kept provoking me. Complaint logs filled up with the landlords. So they had all the evidence to prove that I was telling the truth in court, but they withheld that from the court during this special measures time we went through, when you didn't get any private legal counsel or anything, and everything was being monitored. Only government stories, approved by the military wing of media management for a firm called Quinetics, spelled QINETIQ. It was owned by the Queen. It does Five Eyes security and comms and media management in a time of crisis, all to do with war planning. The first Princess liner, or the Princess something liner, from the first wave of it, when the Epstein story broke, involving a certain royal. They was all taken to Portland down to be repatriated. It's a germ warfare base run by Five Eyes on the ground. Well, they did the media management side of it, which we all know about, don't we? Because the whole country got traumatised by the lockdowns. So listen carefully if you do watch this video. In we had the second wave, didn't we? That was more deadly than the first. No one knows why, because, no one would be so stupid as to tinker with it and improve it and then let it out for the next media management exercise, because the story hasn't gone away yet, has it? Then it's don't talk to people, don't talk to your neighbours, don't, limit who's having access to other people, talking, spreading the story about further, because we're trying to shut it all up. Those that weren't following orders, or just not wearing masks, not doing your parade ground social distancing, because it's all programming, remember. Just think soldiers on a parade ground and putting your arm out, and like you do in army cadets or something like that, without going in the military, you know what I mean? Right. So the story still hasn't gone away. People are still doing what they want. They've got to round up all those dissidents. Would have won the court case and proved it. But the guy tried to kill me first before I tried to defend myself against him. But that evidence was withheld. Had no private legal counsel, no private doctor's appointments either. Everyone's been given a run around and stressed out, trying to stop people working out what they were actually up to. But someone didn't get distracted. He kept his eye on it all the way through, and like a bit of glimpse ahead. I knew what they was going to do next before they actually done it. Then when they did it, and I'd already told people about it, it was like, whoa, where did you know that? They're getting predictable. I've tried it twice now. They're getting predictable. Third time would be a pattern, wouldn't it? In scientific terms, an approvable pattern. Sure enough, they tried, and for some strange reason, the one guy that's been breaking down all the medical knowledge about disease, flu, whatever you want to call it, said this is unbelievable. He said the symptoms of the new variant of it are the symptoms of a common cold that I'd expect to get 3 times a year. He said, now, with his tongue in his cheek, he said, I find that unusual. But after finding out what I found out through the whole escapade, he said, I don't find surprising anymore. He said, I've done my best to work around that censoring guidelines of anyone that discussed it. Yeah, so that guy isn't a liar, like someone's tried to say. He's actually been exposing what's been going on. I don't care about this report or that report and cherry picking faults in what he's been getting across, because he has actually been getting it out. Right. Let's get off that subject now. That's that dealt with. In the city today, I'm going to deal with the corrupt landlords who are trying to scam me out of 400 quid. I've had to walk past the cafe and the chair where I sat and had my last cup of coffee with my father before he died. Yeah, it pains me to do it. Here's the funny thing though. As I felt the pain, as per my belief, I just looked up at the sky, sent it up there. Didn't feel no grief, as per my belief, from that point. Then it started to spit rain. I could see a few snowflakes in there fluttering about as well. And I thought, there's my answer. You know, I've then walked on a little bit further. To my right is the landlord's main office in the city. But not their main building, it's just one that's in the city where he's shopping, so it makes it easier for you to go in there. So I've walked in the door as it's absolutely starting to chuck it down. Shouted out because there's no one about. Oi, oi, come to pay what I owe. Said my name out loud. I said, and I brought the Weber with me this time. Made her use the machine because she couldn't see the number on the back of the card, which I was holding my thumb over. The machine weren't working because I was in SLI mode and affecting the electronics. Doing a slider. So she said, try putting it in the slot. I thought, cheeky man. I didn't say it though. So I put the card in the slot. I said I was only covering up the numbers on the back of the card so you couldn't see them. She said, that's okay, and she's trying to wiggle the card in there so it'll work properly. I said, don't care about you seeing the other numbers. I said, I'm well aware of your fraud in the company. I said, so I've come to pay what I owe, which is the spare bedroom tax. Another scam, innit? Right, so money what the government takes off you, rent payments for having a second bedroom that's not in constant use, like a relative living in it that they can feed off money that they're again going to take out of your benefits. You see how the scam works. Then you're liable to pay the landlords to pay your rent. Right? It's £62 a month. Right? So a week's worth of rent, or just under a week's worth of rent. I said, round it up to 70, I'll pay 70. She said, oh, your account's in debt. I said, no, it's not. I said, council pay the rent. A couple of days later, then the rent's back to normal. There's no debt on the account. She said, it's in debt, £155. Well, £155? I was told £400 I'm in debt. This machine's telling me £155, but the rent account is squared up by the accounts, by the Universal Credit people, and they pay the full amount of rent. Does that make sense to you? Because the numbers definitely didn't make sense to me. Caught them out again. So I'll give them a warning. I said, if your company attempts to reach into my benefits with no legal verbal contract or edited words from a phone call saying giving permission to them to do whatever the hell they like, because they told me on another previous recorded video they can do what they want. So I'm just watching Marnie's inspecting his crate that she's escaped from today. Because I walked on a bit further to get this little black gillet with a few more pockets and that, because the zip broke on the other one last night. So I treated myself to a new gillet. Got Marnie a new dog bed, which has just been paid for by the court. See how it's all coming back to me. While I was in getting this, I could hear the thunder rumble in the building. Then I went and got Marnie's dog bedding. Right. So we've had rain, snow, thunder and lightning. Got home, checked SAT-24. No lightning detections detected or going on at the moment for that period, for the time frame, what they were showing me when I got in the door and turned my system on. Yeah? So I'm going to wait for the morning's SAT-24 video impression with lightning and see if it's on that slightly earlier when I was in the city or not. But that weather actually happened while I was in the city. After a doctor's appointment and finally getting that face to face with my doctor, where I discussed medication, the accusations of cannabis psychosis, but the mental health team that I sought help for PTSD from being gassed by my neighbour. Lovely fellow, eh? But he portrays himself as a sweet old man, so let him play that act, because he's an actor, remember. Discussed the first appointment for the PTSD, which was in that surgery, with the actual doctor, who knows if I'm lying or not. Explained what I did, why it happened. I said after I worked out that they wasn't really interested in the PTSD, I said, it's, what have I got to do? Half-mast? We don't know what that means. I said, you will do. I said, I'm out of my body at the moment. Half of me's with my dad and the other half's over Scotland. Plus I'm in the room with you talking. I said, are we done here? She said, yes, that's all we need to know. I said, okay. Mic drop moment. It's done. Had no way of knowing. I had no media in my ears. Nothing like that. Didn't listen to no radio or nothing when I come out of there. Weren't paying attention to nothing. I just wanted to get home and think about my father who was dying at the time. Then over the radio announcement of the death. And it was actually half-mast time. But I was set up, remember. And I did warn them, even in there. I said, it won't be Her Majesty's pleasure. It'll be mine. Watch what happens now. As they did their thing. Psychology tests. See how he reacts to a violent attack. Can we intimidate him? Can we this? Can we that? Trying to work you out. And it's all being filmed. So I'm refusing to go on the exercise yard. I'm disabled. What the fuck do I want to be walking up and downstairs while I live in a fucking bungalow, don't I? I'm disabled. I'm not fucking doing what you tell me to do. I'm an anarchist. Get used to it. I'm being held against my will well, not my will, but you see what I'm saying, was set up, put in here for talking about corruption. Which leads me to that fine I got from the actors' court case. Turned out to be exactly the same amount what they'd scammed from the government, the local council, and then with a nice long-winded letter told me how they costed the whole lot of the benefit what came from the government for my COVID relief. I've never had COVID, been tested for it once because I had to in prison with a bogey stick. I said, "Oh, you want to pick my nose there? Check my bogies. There you go. You know, take the piss." Or it's something wrong with you. You go on the medical wing. You know, I was having PTSD episodes, barricading the door, and you know, I got put in the medical wing. People come in the shower, test it out. Who's this new guy? So I just looked at him. Well, we all clothed. He ain't. I'm standing there in the boxes, giving me bollocks of scrub, and you know what I mean? So I just turned around and looked again and then went bang, straight on the wall. Bang, 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 bang. Turned around, looked at him and smiled. They both got nervous. The guy with the clothing on, he walked straight out the shower. The other guy that was trying to have a shower, he's got out the shower, left his new shorts behind. So I've calmly walked back to my cell and I said, right, whoever that guy that was in the shower trying to have a shower in peace while I was in there, tell him he's left his new shorts in there. I don't nick off my own, so. You know what I mean? Didn't have to serve that sentence. Why the fuck was no announcement that come over the radio? She's not coming up to Sandringham this year for whatever reason. A young Iraqi lad died in there. A couple of cells up from me. I was in a cell with a racist Eastern European. So I did what the guy couldn't do on Friday morning in my own cell before the racist even woke up. And he told him I'd done it after he explained that there was a Muslim walking. I said, "Oh, he's there now." I said, "But this is what I've done for that guy that died." I said, "I don't know how he was killed." I said, "But his struggle's over. Yours has just begun, mate." And then the following day, the storm started. A really powerful storm that wrecked the fence. Yeah, I'd say that guy got to jail. The one that was killed. There was talk on the wing that there was a few wrong uns on the wing. I don't know if he was or he wasn't. It wasn't my place to judge him, was it? He was in there for his own struggle, whatever that was. But his struggle's over, so after I'd done that and caused that by attracting a storm afterwards in that state as a slider, I said his struggle's over, I did that. As I covered my mouth to the imam because everything, just casually as I walked past, just put my thumb up and kept walking. because everything's being filmed. I've got all the other prisoners watching me. Don't know I've been trusting now, except a certain few that I've clicked with. Yeah, a bit like today, really, if you see what I'm saying. So I'm getting them, giving me money back now. £18, like I said. What a revelation. If you're a Christian, you know what that is. It's about the fall of the whore of Babylon. Because they like their numerology and symbology, don't they? That's what they're into. Along with their kiddie, murdering, fucking fiddling stuff. Oh, they make me angry just even thinking about it, because they actually threatened one of my family members to selling into that fucking network, and I said, you fucking even try it. I will catch COVID and come down there and fucking wipe you all out. Lovely place, Huntingdon, isn't it? John Major's area. Do you know what I mean, B? John Major. I know you had a problem with him and his government as well. Well, that's how they're doing it up here. Corrupt fools running corrupt organisations. Yeah, kiddie funneling network. All done under official organisations. Unless you have exact evidence, you can't prove it. Yeah? But you can remember what words being said to you, not the son who's being jailed at the time when the threat's made, and the judge is staring you in the eye instead of the person who's jailing. You know what I mean? I take that threat personally. If they want to try shit like that, let them try it. It won't just be one of them goes this time. Because I've proved all that was true, accurate, and it actually happened. When I explained it to the doctor this morning, including what had happened in prison with the attempt to extend my sentence, let's say, by giving their snidey dig in the ribs, which cracked one of my ribs. Prison release blood test, pre-prison release blood test, collapsed my vein. Still not recovered yet. So I explain why I won't authorise any blood test for my health or anything at the moment until it's fully recovered. Because why would I want to poke holes in something when there's circulation damage? It's common sense, that, isn't it? So, I think that's about all I've got to say. Like I said, don't expect views, likes or whatever. If anyone wants to, like I've already warned, have a look at this, you can remove the video, download it illegally through a more secure way. Like Anonymous do, you can sandbox the videos. That way you don't get monitored viewing a video or liking a video, in case they're checking for that to see who's watched whom say that or whatever, yeah? Get that now, yeah? If you see what I mean. So you don't need to leave no traces in viewing it, if you know how to do that. I find it's the best and safest way of sneaking out information hearing now, the best and safest way is sneaking out. No, let's get it all out in the open, set the record straight, bang, done, finished. The system already knows what I've done, but they can't come at me at it because, as you all well know, it's not me actually doing it. I'm just being used as a vessel. Right? The creator's the boss. I don't go through no middleman if I want to. You see what I mean? So I've even taken away the power of the state's religion over them, which is a control measure in itself. State of inner peace in this house, in this room at the moment. Dogs are peaceful, laying down patiently waiting for their food. I've got to put frozen food away now before it defrosts and start living properly again. So, have a lovely day, people. I mean it so you can see my eyes. Yeah, so you can see if I'm telling you the truth or not. And I mean this. All the very best of health to you all. And have a lovely day and evening doing whatever you're doing. Please don't trust smart technology, including laptops. Because at some point, what I've said today will be cherry picked over to see if they can lay charges at a future date. Get that now? Have a lovely day. All the best to you. Right, where's the end recording? Exit. No, that's it. Right, how do I stop? Oh, end screen. There you go.